Guess what Daddy signed you up for?
What if I told you that practice starts this week?
This week?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right now?
It's been almost a week since we broke ground on our dream home, so let's go check on the progress.
A new baseball era is beginning for Carlin Bates and Evan's 4-year-old son, Zade, while another major family milestone is taking shape for Josie Bates as construction on her dream home moves forward. Zade is getting his first baseball bat, glove, and helmet while receiving some very enthusiastic coaching from his family, and Josie is returning to her new property just 1 week after breaking ground to discover that the landscape has already been transformed. One story is about a little boy discovering a new sport, while the other is about a family watching their future home slowly become real, and both moments have given fans plenty to celebrate. For Carlin, the excitement starts before Zade even knows exactly what is happening. While the family is in the car, Carlin asks him to guess what his dad signed him up for, and Zade quickly realizes that the answer is baseball. But the bigger surprise comes when Evan tells him that practice starts this week, and then reveals that it is happening right away. Suddenly, this is no longer something Zade can simply look forward to. He is about to begin his very first baseball experience, and his reaction makes it clear that he is more than ready. The family heads to Academy Sports Plus Outdoors to get him equipped, and Zade immediately gets excited when they reach the baseball bats. With so many colors and styles to choose from, he has a surprisingly difficult decision to make. Evan gives him some advice, while Layla gets involved too, and eventually Zade finds a blue and green bat that he really likes. He even shows it to baby Navy, turning what could have been a simple shopping trip into another little family memory. The search then continues for a glove, with Layla once again becoming part of the process, and joking about which one she would choose if she were the one playing baseball. But the sweetest part of the whole experience comes from the way Layla encourages her little brother. When Carlin asks Zade how well he thinks he will play, Layla immediately starts building him up. She tells him that he could be the youngest one there and still be the best. Later, when Evan suggests buying another baseball accessory, Carlin points out that Zade is still playing t-ball, but Layla is having none of it. Her defense is simple and hilarious, but he is a pro. Evan's reaction makes the moment even funnier, but fans clearly love the bigger picture behind it. The comments quickly picked up on that sibling dynamic. Several viewers praised the children for supporting each other, while others called Zade adorable and celebrated how excited he looked about entering his baseball era. One of the biggest reactions focused on his gratitude at the end of the shopping trip. Standing with his basket, Zade struggles to express just how thankful he is, and tells Carlin that he can hardly thank her for everything. Viewers were touched by how clearly he could communicate those feelings at such a young age, while others simply could not get over Layla confidently declaring that her little brother is already a professional. Even Carlin's caption captures the family's excitement, joking that she cannot tell whether Zade or his dad is more excited about him playing ball. And while Zade is taking his first steps into a new childhood activity, Josie Bates is documenting the first steps of something much bigger: her family's dream home. Nearly a week after breaking ground, Josie and Kelton head back to the property for a progress check, and the amount of work already completed catches their attention. Josie explains that she has not been there for 2 or 3 days, so she is especially excited to see what has changed. Kelton points out that roughly 100 dump truck loads of dirt have already been taken away, while heavy machinery continues working across the site. The biggest reveal comes when Kelton shows the family where the actual house will stand. Looking at the dirt and construction markers, he points out 4 pink stakes positioned on the pillars of dirt and explains that those markers represent the house. At this stage, there are obviously no finished walls or rooms to walk through, but for Josie and Kelton, seeing those markers makes the project feel much more real. What was once simply their dream home is now beginning to have a physical shape on the property. Their children are right there to witness it. The girls sit on the dirt and watch the bulldozer and compactor working, while Kelton carries the baby around the property. At one point, the family runs toward the area they are already calling the house, and Josie takes in the moment while asking if her child wants to live there. It is a small exchange, but it gives the construction update a much more personal feeling. This is not just a building project happening somewhere in the background. Their children are already watching the place where their family will eventually live come together. That emotional side of the post also showed up in the comments. Family members immediately celebrated the progress, while other followers said they were excited to follow the entire building journey. Some are already hoping Josie will share more about the choices being made throughout the construction process, including the reasoning behind different building decisions. Others encouraged the couple to keep a close eye on the work and make sure shortcuts are not taken now that could create bigger problems later. There were also plenty of questions about the property itself, including curiosity over how much land they have and why so much grass and dirt had to be removed. One follower even offered a symbolic suggestion about placing a Bible in the wet concrete foundation, connecting the construction to the family's faith. And as always with social media, not every reaction was about the house. One commenter focused on Josie's hand gesture at the beginning of the video and complained that the trend had become overused, while another questioned why older material was being posted. Still, the larger reaction remains focused on the excitement of seeing the dream take shape. From Zade proudly choosing his first baseball gear to Josie standing on the dirt where her family's home will soon rise, both stories capture families at the beginning of something new. One is a small childhood milestone that may become the start of a lifelong love of baseball, while the other is the beginning of a home where countless future family memories are expected to unfold. And for fans following the Bates family, both are giving them another reason to watch what happens next.